y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. I'm just down here traipsing around in this. Gathered up a little firewood, did a little odd and end stuff I need to do around the house. Just decided, since deer season's pretty much over, come slip around, just see what we see what we want, just enjoy the wood. This is probably my favorite time of year to get into the woods because most of the deer hunters is through. We still have a primitive weapon season, but most everybody has done had enough of it, I think. So I'm just slipping around, seeing what I see. Big old mushrooms there, y'all. Looks like a rock, but that's a big old stump. Roscoe set all them squirrels in their beds hiding. He said they wasn't out today. What'd he say? I told him they had to be one that was crazy enough to be out just like me and him. But we'll see. If he is, we ain't spotted him yet. Did see 2 deer, about 200 ducks. Should have brought my shotgun, we'd have shot duck. Roscoe's nosing around this tree here. He's nosing it pretty good. I wonder if he knows we on public land. Roscoe, we on public land. This ain't posted. Sometimes I have to remind him. It ain't posted land. You can bark. You can talk to him down here. Look at there, what a score, y'all. Roscoe, I thought he was fixing a tree. He's out there running around nosing oyster mushrooms. Where's he at, boy? Is he up that tree? Where's he at, boy? Get him. I believe there's a squirrel over there. That tree broke off up there. Thick. Be a good one for it. Where's he at? Roscoe. Easy. 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 Where's he at? Where's he at? All right, go get him. Where's he at? He's a good dog, y'all. He just ain't out today. But his mind's good. I take that over killing 20 squirrels any day of the week. Because I can kill squirrels when they're out, dog or no dog. But I can't stand a dog that won't listen to me. That's my buddy right there, y'all. Me and him can deer hunt or duck hunt or squirrel hunt or whatever. He's that good. I don't know if y'all can tell, but that dirt, there's a lot of pigs sign in here. And I wonder how many pigs in it. I have yet to see one. Roscoe's checking all them holes out. But I mean, I just see a lot of, almost looks like it's plowed up here. Thought I'd walk up and there'd be a bunch of ducks get up, y'all can see them, but I don't know, there ain't that many. They just in certain spots, seem like. Y'all, these pigs right there. You see that big old boar? See him right there? I don't know what my chances are with this 22 rifle, y'all. That's a big old pig. See him? I don't want to shoot him in the butt. I'm gonna see if I can slip up there. Told y'all I was seeing pigs, man. Let's see if I can cut them off. Other side of this ditch over here. I got the camera rolling. Look at that little pig, y'all. Well, y'all, I put several rounds in him and he slowed down out there. We got to reload. They was more than just him. That's a big old pig. They are a nuisance animal here. You are encouraged to get rid of them. I don't like to kill them if I don't want them. I mean, but there's no season on them. You can shoot them with anything you toting. You just gotta, with something this light, you gotta be hitting him right. So as he was running, I was leading him a little bit. I was shooting him all in the neck, which was about the only chance I had. So he was limping by the time he got right out there out of sight. I don't know where Roscoe got off to. I should have had done reloaded. If I'd have emptied this rifle out on him, I'd have probably got him, but I hadn't stopped and I don't want to shove that dirt down in there for sure. All right, well. Now the day has gotten interesting, hasn't it? Get this blooming hood under that jacket. Oh. Roscoe! What was that, son? What'd you find over there, boy? Huh? What'd you find over there, huh? Where you at? Come here. What'd you find over there, huh? We find pigs. Let's go see if we can track that. Come on. Well, y'all, we have looked and looked out here. You see all this rooting right in here? There's more than one pig for sure. I didn't even go back the other way where they was at. See, there was 2 or 3 more, I think, that went another direction. You see, they was rooting all right over there. But he kept going. I didn't have enough rounds to get in him to slow him down. And that was a big old pig, y'all. He weighed 150, 200 pounds at least. And he just kept going, I think. I got on his trail and I didn't find no drop of blood, so I don't know. Roscoe's out here. Them limbs, I don't like when they wrap me on the ear like that. And I know that sun, I try to keep y'all out of the sun, but depending on which way I gotta walk. There comes Roscoe back. Well, we're gonna have to give it up. I need to be heading out of here. That sun is dropping down low. We need to be getting back towards headed out because we gotta film alive tonight. I keep bumping that with my legs. Oh, if it wasn't for having to do a live for some folks, I might just put my tarp up and spend the night. Now, it's supposed to get back down in the 20s tonight. It was above freezing, I think, last night here. Anyway, let's go back up here. I'm thinking about sitting down and taking a break, though. Come on, buddy. Come on. Over here. Come over this way where I went. Come on. Come on. Come back up here. Come up here. Get up this way. Come on up here. Look, buddy. Come up here. Come up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Get up here. Come on. I got my hands. Made it, y'all. Roscoe said he'd had his ice plunge challenge for today. He said he didn't believe that helped a thing. I think I agree with him. I think a fire and a warm heater helps a lot. I tell you what else I think helps a lot. And a warm cup of coffee. Let's have one. Get my hands on it. This way a little more flatter here, Roscoe. Come on, get up here, buddy. I know that was cold, wasn't it? Wet ground. Should have brought you a jacket, shouldn't we? Cold, boys. Warm them ears up. All right. Y'all like to build a fire, but I got this little alcohol stove, so I'm gonna use it. I don't know if there's any alcohol left in it. Very little. Not to worry. I brought alcohol just in case. Painted this bottle orange so I'd know it was alcohol. Ain't no need in filling it slam full for what we gonna do. Better set it right down in a somewhat level place. I'll move y'all around where y'all can see in a minute. I know y'all can't really tell what I'm doing, can you? I figure you got a good idea, though. Find all my paraphernalia. Yeah. I see people stick their hands over it to see if it's burning. That's the way you tell, okay? Don't burn your hand up. People do some silly stuff. And I'm talking about some so-called professionals too now, y'all. One of my buddy viewers sent me this lighter sleeve, and I keep this one in this bag. I got another in my pocket. We ain't out of lighters. I ain't gonna make no huge cup. That ain't real level right there, is it? Tell y'all what. Well, I got this out. We've been on quite a hike today. Let's see. Y'all, that is a Red Camp cook stove. It works good. I'm finna have to cut my... And I could have built a fire, but y'all, with all these dry leaves and it's easy to pack a stove just to stop and make a cup of coffee. That would be what I would recommend, you know. I don't know where Roscoe, he's over there in the sunshine. He said, by George, he wouldn't have sat in that shade. No, ooh, that may be a little much there. Let's see. Yeah, we like it strong anyway. Let's let her rip. So what I got, that's just a piece of denim. And yep, I got that idea there from old Canterbury. Drop that down in there. Let that warm up. I made that little old bag that my coffee's in there. Put that back in the topper. Y'all, I just wanted to get out, walk around. I ain't really hunting. I just wanted to film. I'm assuming that is still burning. It is not burning. Now you reckon why? It is not burning. Now to you. And y'all, I hadn't mentioned it. I showed a picture the other day. My little beaver crowd hatchet. I've had it on all day. Y'all like my little medallion I made, leather stamp put on it. Y'all, I hadn't been toting this because I lost the little sheath guard that came with it. This is Beaver Craft hatchet. And y'all, you hadn't seen me using it today on camera, but I have been using it a good bit here lately. And y'all, that thing works good. Get that more straight up. I have done some fine carving with it. I've been using it around splitting up kindling for my fires and stuff. But it's short and handy enough that I've been toting it. My jacket covered it up. You didn't even know I had this thing with me today. I've been wearing it all day, wherever I've been walking around and doing stuff. So, you know, y'all want you a beaver craft? I put the link to this. I try to put links sometimes when I'm using gear. I'll put all the links to that down in the description. I just spotted some oyster mushrooms right there. I may get them before I leave. They ain't in as good a shape as them other ones over there was, but they good. But, and I don't push a lot of gear. We may do some more gears type stuff throughout this summer as we get into some camping and different things. Because I'm going to try to do a whole lot more stuff like we do in the day. Just out filming. Just enjoying the beauty. And find you an old beautiful log with green moss growing on it. Sit down and just have a cup of coffee down here in the woods. And y'all, I see all these girls toting these Stanley cups. I got a Stanley thermos that I've been bringing down here to the woods for years. I usually make coffee up in the morning, and when I go to the woods, I bring it with me, but I hadn't done a whole lot of getting out this year because mainly buggy problems. It has been a never-ending issue with that Polaris. Which right now, it's the battery issues that I'm fighting with. And I got to buy a battery. I just hadn't been to town and bought one yet. I hate making a special trip to go get something. But I don't mind getting out and walking around and doing what I need to do. You can drive to the main gate in your pickup truck and walk pretty much anywhere to do stuff. It ain't that far. A lot of people don't want to walk. It's good for you, and yep, that's still burning. Y'all, I have never used this cup, and that cup, the reason I bought that cup is it fits this grail. Now my grail's empty, so I tell you what we'll do. Let's go refill it while we over here waiting on that coffee to cook. That'll give us something to do. We're going to go over there and dip some creek water up and press it in this GeoPress. Ooh, this bank's slick. I got these high seal boots on, so I don't want to stir up a bunch of silt that's not necessary. So y'all, this thing has, where's it at now? There's a mark on it. Oh, I see it. It's on the outsides right there. Keep you from putting too much in it. Now this water today is real clear looking. I can see the bottom, so I'm not going to pre-filter it. Usually I keep a bandana with me 2 pre-filters. So, what you do now is you just stick this thing up there, and I usually take the lid off, and it had some water in the container that I probably should have gotten out. I hadn't used this thing in a while. Take your time. Don't try to just shove it down in there, y'all, because it's filtering out a bunch of stuff. I think the replacements for these things, the filters, is about $20-something. And I don't know, you can see it's going down. It is somewhat slow. You got to apply some pressure to it. And I'm probably going to lose what water I already had in there. Probably have to drink some of it. Yeah. See, right now it's up in the neck right here. But y'all, hey. Good water. That is why I like this. Now I am topped back all full of water. For down here in that swamp at Grail, it makes a lot of sense just to keep from having to boil water and take that time if you're in a hurry. I got my string. We can steep that thing like tea now. They're warming up. You can tell that temperature is starting to drop. I have got to go home before dark, though. I have got to clean out my fireplace. Y'all, that thing is piled full of ash. There at the end, it really wasn't burning good, and I had shoveled coals out, took them outside a time or two, but I'm going to tell y'all something else I discovered about me. I like winter. I like this cold weather. But it's because I like wearing warm clothes and building a fire. Oh, I ain't got out early in the mornings and done much of nothing early. I had thought, you know, I'll get up and go hunting, which the big thing with that is that early in the morning you want to ride that buggy right up to the woods and not have to walk no long ways. And I said, I just wait. Next week I'll have my battery in there, and we'll go back to doing some stuff in the mornings. Hopefully it's gonna rain though all next week, y'all. They want to test out some rubber boots. Highsell wants to know how good the boots are. Next week is supposed to be sloppy. We'll get to test them out, sure enough. The next time they offer me some boots, though, y'all, they got some work boots, leather work boots that I want to get and try. I go barefooted in the summer a lot. This time of year, I like to have rubber boots. I don't want my feet getting wet, and especially, you know, running beaver traps and stuff. And I hadn't even been down there today to check my trap. The water dropped out, and about half of them was up out of the water. And I think I got one trap left out there, and I think he was going to check it and let me know something on it, and I hadn't heard from him. So I went down there the other day and run them, and I had made another catch, and it had drug the stuff up to where the trap originally was, in that mouth of that hole, and something had got it and ate it, killed whatever. There was blood everywhere. So what's happening is that water is so shallow. When deeper water, when I can, like out here in that creek, if I dropped it off down the bottom, he'd go down there and he couldn't swim with it. But with this, they can just stand up and wade out and drag it out. And that's why I have never had a problem with my beaver traps till this year. And it's because there's just no water. I have always trapped when it was like now and everything was flooded. And it'll be that way into next week. So that's my deal. But everybody that said something about cables, I have really always wanted to go to cables for that. I just hadn't done that. And what I'm going to do, I got a neighbor down here that's got some chicken houses, and I think they use that cable to pull those feeders up and down, and they change that stuff out, and I can probably get some of that stuff. I'll just have to see. But anyway, y'all, we getting hot, but this ain't a, I don't know, that ain't doing like I like it. That denim may be too thick. I may just pour it off in there. I get in a mite of a hurry. I hadn't never done this with this denim before. I have always used a piece of a coffee filter. Well, time you use one, this tore up, and I thought, well, hey, that piece of cloth reusable. Probably what I need to do is get one of my old bandanas, and I got plenty of them that's tore up, and use that. But anyway, it's working. I mean, we're darkening the water up. It might not be black like I like it, but we're going to have a cup of coffee here, sure enough. And I thought while we was sitting here that we'd see an old squirrel. Come here, Roscoe. He cold, y'all. Yeah, come here, buddy. Right. You ain't seen no squirrels running around on the ground out there? Huh? Yeah. I know it. Yeah, I know, buddy. Cold, ain't it? Don't lick me in the face. I don't like that. Little old birds up there running around. He's cold. Oh, goodness gracious. Easy. I'm trying to warm you up, buddy. I'm trying to warm you up, okay? Y'all, Roscoe don't like cold weather. He stays by that heater faithful. He likes his heater a good bit, don't you? You like that heater? We attached to that thing, ain't we? Yeah, buddy. All right, that's enough. I don't need a bath. Y'all, I see people take these alcohol stoves. Now, what I'm burning on is denatured alcohol. In the summer, you can set that thing on the table and it'll boil water in no time because everything's warm. But with it below freezing right now, it's probably, Roscoe, you're going to have to get right there, buddy. See it? See it? Right there. See it? Sit down. It takes it longer. I don't care what you say. I'll tell you something else I was going to do. I had my gas propane torch, and I was going to make this medallion on this axe. And it took me forever to get that hammerhead, that stamp, heated up enough to burn into that leather. And I had wet the leather too, so that it would imprint as well as burn it. And it took it forever because it was below freezing outside. It was probably in the mid-20s when I was doing that because it was up the middle of the day the other day, but it hadn't got above freezing that day. And y'all, I tell y'all what I'm fixing to do. We fixing. That piece of cloth there is entirely too thick. We're going cowboy coffee, y'all. You knew I was going to do it, didn't you? I ain't going to sit here and tell you that the cloth won't work. But it's taking entirely too long for me. Just entirely too long for me. I'll take that down there to the creek somewhere and wash it out. what I'll do is I'll shock it. Once it comes to a boil in there now, I'll pour a little cold water, settle them grounds, and we'll just chew on the grounds. I ain't that picky. I'm not a yuppie. I can take it. I said I didn't like it, but I can take it. We'll try something different next go round. Supposed to experiment with this stuff at the house, and I do. If I'm at the house, I done made it in that coffee maker before I know what's going on. I thought while I was sitting here, I guess I can't shut up long enough, but I'd see a squirrel or something running around. But I believe that's about like I want it. So what I'm gonna do, oh now. A little bit of cold water, settle them grounds, and I'm gonna just let it sit down right there and settle. Where's my stick I had? This ain't it, but it'll work. We gotta snuff that out. And let that cool. Lay that grill right up there. I tell y'all what, I ain't got my leather gloves with me, and I'll tell you why. Leather gloves is great and good, but when you filming and you got a touch screen phone, it's slightly difficult. This pair of gloves, I happen to be able to work the screen, even with this hand, much less this one with the fingers cut out. And I wasn't about to cut the fingers out of my new gloves. Chew on them grounds like bubble gum, you know. Roscoe said, I believe I'd take a drink of that. He said, no. Well, it's a beautiful afternoon, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you. Even with it cold, it's good for your soul just to get down here and sit down by the creek. My happy place. Oh, a lot of troubles melt away right here. That's good coffee. I don't care what you say about it. I know I should have done something different, but I didn't. Roscoe says it's gonna be all right in the morning. Y'all, I wanted to show you how them grounds is settled down in the bottom of that cup. They not sloshing all in it. I mean, they piled up in the corner pretty much. Finna wash this cup out there in the creek and get headed back to the house. See, that sun's getting low. I got some chores I need to take care of, and I got to feed chickens. Always something, but I can't just stay down here in the swamp like I'd like to. See them grounds? Now we to it. I'll probably slide down. No, these boots right here got some pretty good grip to them. Good to go. Come on, Roscoe, let's go. Well, y'all, as we make our way out and down here on the creek bank, I want to thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. I appreciate all of you that has followed this journey for several years now. And a lot of good folks out there. I want to give y'all the best videos that I can make. I want them to be good quality. I want them to look good. I want them to be entertaining. I want to make you laugh. If I can teach you something along the way, good. Not. This is just an old country boy living life and enjoying what God has created out here, y'all. It is all it's about. Oh, it's a good life out here in these woods. Homesteading, doing stuff, somewhat detached from the hustle and bustle of a fast-paced life I don't like. So anyway, there's a lot more of these kind of videos gonna be coming. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.